This is Joey Atlas, host of the Fitness Whisperer podcast, back with episode number 7, season 2. And I have yet another awesome, unique cellulite success story that is going to go way beyond just the cellulite issue. And Carol, I'm going to give you a quick hello and thank you for coming on today.
Hi, Joey. It's great to be here.
Thank you. So I'm going to try. I'm actually experimenting something today, and I didn't reveal this to you on our little pre-call. I think I speak a little too loudly sometimes on these. It was part of it's my excited nature. So I'm going to try and tone my voice and delivery down a little bit. See if I can be a little softer in my presentation. Okay. So you might see me consciously trying to bring that upon myself at times. Okay.
Okay.
So anybody new here, anybody brand new, just discovering the podcast for the first time, if somebody shared this episode with you or another episode, whether you're finding this on YouTube, which if you want to see it on YouTube, you should, because we have a video version of this. You can just go take the shortcut to the YouTube channel, which is joeyatlas.tv. That's JoeyAtlas.tv. That takes you to the YouTube channel. There's all kinds of goodies on there, some freebies, some food shop fun videos, and a bunch of these podcast episodes, if not all of them now. The other place to go find this is by signing up for my freebie newsletter and freebie training program, the starter program. I have a few of them, but the main one to get from this podcast can be found at fitnesstraining.live. That's fitnesstraining.live, fitnesstraining.live. Sign up for the freebies, and from those freebies, not only will you have a free starter program to get started with today, but you'll also get the link to our free optional Facebook group and a link to the actual podcast links on Apple and other podcast hosts such as Spotify, and the link to the YouTube channel, plus some other unannounced special goodies. So beyond that, we have a lot of other things that we can share with you that you can come to us for, and I'll cover those at the end. But this is just the start of the journey with us. And so we're here to help a lot of people. And one of the ways we help a lot of people is through these specific and real life podcast episodes of success. So today we do have Carol Crook Cox. I came up with a nickname for you, Carol. That's Triple C. Okay. You remember Triple H, the wrestler? You're Triple C. All right. So Carol Crook Cox, remember, you posted, we're going to review this, but you posted in the Facebook group, basically your success story that I didn't even know was happening. So let's rewind a little bit. Where are you from?
I live in Montana.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's beautiful here. Lots of outdoor activities.
Yes, that's on my destination list to visit one day for sure, as I love the outdoors. And what's your age, Carol? What age range?
51.
All right, welcome to the 51 Club. When's your birthday?
December 19th.
All right, very cool. Okay, so we're both in the 51 Club. This is good. Born in 1970, huh?
Well, December of 69, so
69.
almost.
All right, okay, I got you now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're still in the zone. We have a lot of life ahead of us. And so I want to talk about your journey before. So let's rewind. You made the post in the Facebook group, the optional Facebook group. And I saw that, which happens every now and again. It didn't surprise me, but I love seeing these success story posts because they are just worth more their weight in gold, because it keeps reminding me that what I have for people is unique. I've been gifted with something very different from the mainstream, and that does work very differently. But more importantly, it allows me to keep sharing new stories of success and adding them to the former ones to show newcomers that there is something you have not tried yet that is probably going to help you better than anything else you've tried. And I'm not just talking about cellulite. We've got cellulite beat here. That's become easy. But the other part of this whole equation is the bigger aspect of one's fitness, health, longevity. And you touched on a lot of those elements after I posted my answer for the sitting stomach question. And then my excitement for your success that you shared. And then you went into deeper details that I believe triggered me asking if we could do a podcast. That would be phenomenal. So I'm going to share wherever you're watching or listening to this. If you look below this video or the audio, or come to the free site that I mentioned, sign up, I will send you the exact link to Carol's initial post and her full reply that details all of the improvements she's experienced in what seems like, I think you wrote maybe 4 or 5 month period.
Yeah.
All right. So this podcast allows us to go deeper into those things and highlight them for the person still looking for real answers on all this stuff. So I made a basic outline here, Carol. It'll serve as, again, a basic outline, but we can deviate, the conversation may take its own twists and turns. But what I would like to do is, I would like to start with your before story. Like before you started searching for a way to fix the cellulite issues, what was your health and fitness life like before, whether it started when you were 20 or 30 or who knows? I just want you to share the candid, real story. So the mic is yours for now. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I guess really I've always thought about my looks because I'm a woman, I guess.
Sure.
And even in high school, you start out young, you've got those body image issues.
Yes.
And I wasn't like a athlete in school. And so I didn't do a lot of organized sports, and I didn't work on my musculature or cardio beyond PE class.
Right.
And then when I left home and went to college, I had, and then beyond, I met people who were runners, for instance. And so I tried that out with them. And then I came to Montana and started hiking, and just doing those things, I became more physically active. So I was a chubby kid, but thinned up as I grew into a teens, and but didn't eat very well. Was okay with eating fast food. Didn't really even think about it,
Right.
milkshakes and whatever,
Right.
And even when in my 20s and be more active, you just eat when you're hungry, and wasn't too particular about what I put into my body. And so over time, I developed cellulite, and I would be thin, but not toned, wouldn't have definition in my muscles. And but
when you say you developed cellulite, give me specifics in regards to what that actually looked like.
Yeah, well, butt and thighs, especially the backs of my thighs. And that was probably my most troublesome area, and was always self-conscious, didn't want to wear bathing suits.
What age were you around when this started happening in the trouble zones?
Pretty young. I think in my 20s is when I really started to notice that, there's this ugly skin there.
Right.
And so give me some shorts to wear when I go swimming.
Okay. So it started really affecting your self-image and how you would interact with your life. Like it made you cover up because you didn't want that to be seen.
Yeah.
So that was in your 20s. And then how did things develop from there?
Well, I I wanted to, you're always looking for ways to look better.
Mm-hmm.
And so I joined a gym in my mid 20s,
Mm-hmm.
thinking, oh, lift weights.
Right.
Because when you start lifting weights, you're building up that muscle and it's going to eat up all that fat and get rid of whatever's under there. And, and so I went to the gym and I had somebody gives me the intro, my first time in a gym, and gives you pointers and how to lift weights and do things. And then I found Body for Life is
Mm-hmm.
a program a gentleman puts out. He teaches you keystoning in weightlifting. And
Mm-hmm.
so I did try the things that I was taught, and I would see some improvement in my strength, and some toning, but nothing ever dramatic. It was
Right.
always, well, I guess I just don't have the body
Mm.
that will build
Right.
and
Right.
get muscle. And there's still this lumpy stuff on my butt and thighs, and
Mm-hmm.
I need to wear shorts whenever I go swim, or um, and just choose not to wear a bathing suit. And so, and then throughout the years, it's like, well, what else can you do about cellulite? And you don't eat starch. No potatoes, no potato chips, nothing. And then sugar, cut out sugar, and to just sniff the chocolate. Don't eat it.
Oh
Sniff
my
it.
word.
And so I did change my diet. I started to realize through that, like, oh, French fries are contributing to these ugly bumps and lumps. So I started to think about food and realized, make more stuff from scratch, and
Mm-hmm.
whole foods, and not these processed things, and fast foods are no. And if you get hungry, have a snack of nuts, protein drinks, and things like that to tide you over between meals. And so that became more a part of my life,
Okay.
which is all wonderful and
Yes.
such a difference. And you have more energy and
Better health.
health. Yeah. And so I just continued to stay generally active, um, and just accepted that I wear a size 6 pants, and, you know,
And you
just,
still had the cellulite issues there.
yeah.
Okay. So oh, this is good. So it inspired you to seek out better nutrition habits,
Mm-hmm.
learn more about proper ways to feed the body, proper nourishment
Mm-hmm.
for health, wellness benefits, better energy. But that still didn't give you the effects of improving and doing away with the cellulite issues in the trouble
Right.
zones, right? You were still active. And so where did we go from there? What age were you around there? And then where did we go from there?
So that was definitely in my 20s, my mid 20s. Um, I was living here in Montana, and going to the gym, and felt it was curious that I'd run um, every other day, and hike a lot, and kept busy in the winter, go to the gym more so in the winter, and just never see, like, where's the six pack? I have like muscles and things like that. And so then it's just sort of defeating. You feel like, why am I doing all
You're putting in all this energy and effort and showing up, and you're not getting the changes you would like to see for the amount of energy you're putting in there.
exactly? Yeah.
Understood. Okay, so take us through the next phase of the journey to where you eventually discovered me or one of my freebies, or give me the story. Tell us.
Well, I wanted to interject one thing that
Yeah.
we'll talk later. When I think I might have been in my 30s, and had slipped on the ice and fell on my tailbone.
Mm,
And after that, it affected my mobility some
sure.
immediately.
Oh yeah.
Uh, and then after it started to heal, like, could no longer like sleep on my stomach.
Mm,
And standing for long periods of time, or lifting weights could also exacerbate it, and I would do those cat cow stretches and finding whatever else I could to stretch that area and just to try and stay limber.
Mm-hmm.
And so definitely being active and stretching helped. But I would wake up with stiff back every morning,
Mm-hmm.
and especially if I had ended up on my stomach.
Right.
And so that was just sort of this thing that was always kind of there, but I learned to live with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a baby and got the baby gut, and had, I'm trying to fill in the gaps here. I
Yeah,
went
sure.
into another, I had a friend who created this machine. It was amazing. It was a crawling machine, essentially. So it was low impact, but it was me on my hands and knees.
Mm-hmm.
And that was an excellent thing. It was very core strengthening and arm strengthening. But it eventually, after using it for several years, I got this pain from being up on my hands and knees all the time. And so I started to use that less and less, and lost the benefits of that. And then I had a period of time, 20 to 50 is a long time. So much. And there was not everything is always rosy. And so I had several years late in my 40s where I was needed to change my life, and was having a lot of just a dark time. So I stopped exercising. I didn't eat right anymore. The most I did was walk my dog. And that was probably a few years of doing that. And then I started to put on that extra layer of everywhere.
Okay.
And so we're getting closer to the current time. But I had this extra layer for years. I was wearing size 8 pants and medium size shirts. For me, that's really a lot of extra weight, and not feeling very good about myself, and not feeling good. And the back issue was always there. So finally I got out of that situation that was bringing me down, and found myself in a better place. And so I wanted to start getting myself back, my body back, and my health, and started eating right again, and working on, I went back to the gym, and here I am. Then COVID happened. And
yes.
So, and I through going to the gym had noticed a change in the composition of my body, but it was still not where I wanted to be. I didn't lose inches. I just rearranged things. And then there was the cellulite, of course. There it is, and worse than ever.
So it was worse by this time.
Yeah, for sure. And I put on this little dress that I bought, and I was like, oh, I can't wear this because here's my thighs are hanging down into my knees.
Oh no.
And my my midsection was full, and and my butt was saggy.
So we got the saggy butt going now by this time.
Yeah, no lift. I'm like, oh man, this is what it's.
Everything's going south, and you're only 50.
Yeah. So then you start looking, okay, what can you do about the cellulite? Because that's the big ugly thing hanging there. And so that's when I was Googling, and
what were you Googling? Do you remember?
Well, what is cellulite? That was my initial question. Like, what is this? Because if I know what it is, maybe I'm a do-it-yourselfer. So if I know what it is, I can maybe fix it.
Yeah.
And
what happened?
Through the Google search, there's this guy named Joey Atlas, and he did some morning show, I believe it was, with some people that had been using his program. and they were showing these moves that look like nothing. Like,
Mhm.
really? It didn't go like that. But through going all that time in the gym and physiology, people's understanding of um, physiology, I guess, exercise physiology, they talked briefly in my history about going slow, lift the weight slowly, and instead of going, real fast. And so you mentioned that you were like, do these movements slowly and deliberately, and you need to do it in this progression. And so I was like, well, that makes sense to me. And and you're the way you come across is you're just very down to earth and
Thank you.
like not glitzy and just feels really authentic and
Thank you.
sincere.
Thank you.
Sincere. So, and these women were on there and they're all like, yes, this works. And all you do is this stuff. And it was like, I think it was 8 exercises or something like that.
Yeah, so the program is 8 or 9. We shared 3 example sample exercises to give an idea to the viewer, okay, like show me what this might look like, right?
Yeah.
Before you go on, hold your pattern of thought because I want you to continue. That show we did, the producer heard about me in the program through like a casual, it was like a friend of a friend who was a success story. Like this person shared with, yeah, you have to like go check this guy out. I had cellulite, couldn't find anything to help, no matter what I tried. And his program did it, right? So she tracked me down and she said, look, we want to put you on the show, but the only way we can do that is if we record success stories from before they get started to after using your program, let's say for 3 months. So long story short, I put out an announcement through my newsletter that I'm looking for 2 women in the New York City or suburbs area to be coached by me to use the program to show that this works for the specific purpose of cellulite, and then anything else are bonus improvements, right? The funny thing is, Michelle and I'm drawing a blank on the names. I think it's Laura and Michelle. They were so busy; they were busy moms that they maybe did 70% of the program as mapped out the way we're supposed to do it. They did maybe 70%, but even at that, their improvements, which were not very, very visible on the TV spot, were dramatic. And so we go to New York City, we all meet for the first time, we go to the studios, and they're like, my goodness, we're going to be on like a New York TV talk show here. They were so nervous. Like, and if you saw the production set behind where we were standing, it was a bit overwhelming. There were literally like 35 people surrounding us with cameras and mics and wires and lights, and it was unbelievable. They were so nervous they could hardly speak about what they originally thought how they were gonna present it.
Yeah.
And the photos and the video reel did capture some of the actual ripples, dents, and shadows, and the improvements in that. And Jessica, that's it. Jessica and Michelle. Jessica was actually going. She was going to wear shorter spandex shorts to show the improvements on the things that were visible on her before photos. But they said, we got families watching this. Those are a little too short. So they had her put on like almost like a half thigh length spandex short because of that. I'm like, oh man, okay, whatever. This still looks great, but. And they admitted they were nervous, like when we went live, they kind of froze up and they were so unanimated compared to their normal selves. But the spot did enough to bring legitimacy to what I'm doing. And, that had a ripple effect. So I'm really glad you came across that and that it helped you feel some trust and credibility in me. So thank you for that. So go ahead, continue, please.
Yeah. So I've looked for more from you. And I think there was a link. Maybe it was at the bottom of that.
So you signed up for the freebie after finding it on a Google search. You signed up for the freebie and the TV sample video from the TV show. And then you basically followed your path closer and closer to the program that you started with, which was Naked Beauty, was it?
Yeah, I bought it right away.
Okay.
I think I got the freebie in email maybe. And then your email included
right, links to Naked Beauty to buy it.
Yeah.
Naked Beauty, the Simulast method.
That's it. Yes. Yeah.
Right.
And so I started on it right away. And
what happened?
That was in April. And by June, I'm in a bikini.
Okay. April, May, June. That's 3 solid months.
Yeah.
Cellulite lady is now in a bikini.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. And
all right.
So
this is awesome. Let's see. This is why I love doing these podcasts, because you told us the story in written format, but hearing it and seeing you smile and say that you're in a bikini after 3 months. Do you remember the first time you did the first session for the lower body, the main Naked Beauty Simulast routine?
Yeah.
What was your impression?
This is so easy.
Keep going.
I think I've done these exercises before, some of them.
Yeah.
The being on hands and knees and lifting up your leg. And some of the others, but then the ones where you lunge forward and reach forward, no, I hadn't done those. But it was very doable. And
what was different compared to a bunch of the exercises or similar ones that you may have done in the past? What was different about the way I put them together in the program?
Well, I knew I needed to follow the order you had said specifically, do it in this order. And so I just did that because I was like, well, if I'm going to do it his way. And it's all slow, which was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I like this. I'm not killing myself.
And the slow movements are for a very good reason.
Yeah. And that was really striking to me. And then I felt good after doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you feel a little healthy soreness like the day after? Or okay.
Yeah. And I liked that there was no pressure. Like, you're not, get up there and do it, and there's you don't have to follow some choreographed dance, which I'm terrible at.
Right.
And it's just slow and easy and no pressures. So if I couldn't get to it one day, no big deal. Just do it. And I could do it in the morning. I could do it in the evening. I didn't have to drink 8 glasses of water before I could do anything. And, so yeah, it was just very, and it's relaxing and you get to stretch and it just feels like so doable. And I just do it right here in this little space.
Love it. Love it.
Couch and my floor. And you don't need a whole gym.
Right. And you don't need all the drama.
Yeah.
All right. So this is getting good. So I don't want to miss over any important details. So the slowness, the synergy, the sequence of the movements, the control, some slight variations to what you may have done in the past. You started feeling it, you felt good, and something told you to continue. When did you start feeling like things were changing and improving? How far in, maybe?
It probably took about a month, maybe.
Right.
Maybe not quite that long.
For the early signs, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And started noticing that, I think that's smoother. Yeah. And I bought a bikini before it was all gone. I think there's probably a little bit still there, but
Not enough to stop you from wearing a bikini, though.
right,
That's
very,
huge. That means there's only a little.
yeah, yeah, and it's
So
only months, so
yeah. So you, of course, we love when women take before photos and then are able to show the proof. It's never quite as clear in the photos as it is in real life. You didn't want any part of before photos, and I totally get it. I have plenty of success stories that would never even do something like this, let alone take photos or share their story publicly. So many, and I mean good ones. They've sent me their photos. They're like, look, this is only for you to see that you promised, your promise, you delivered, and this works. But I don't want these posted, please. Got a lot of good ones. Oh my word. But I
yeah.
respect that wish. So you didn't take before photos, totally understand. Nobody wants to be reminded of what it used to look like. Is there any possibility maybe in the next few weeks you might share some after photos and
Yeah.
okay.
Sure. I have, I don't have photos of me without with a big bathing suit on. I never showed anybody that stuff
Right.
anyway. And so, but I have, you could get an idea from what I was wearing, the middle age spread
Yes,
and
that's
me
very
covering up.
common.
And then I
Yes.
could show you something from more recent.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, even just like if you've got some more warm weather there and you're going to be in the bikini again one more time, or if you just like do bikini victory shot with the arms up, like I defeated cellulite, like
Great.
simple, but that will have a lot of mileage and be enough proof for the right women to see, like, hey, here she is, like her story was very genuine. We got nothing to lose by trying either. So
That's true.
3 months in, Triple C is wearing a bikini.
Yeah.
And what's the story with that dress that you realized you couldn't wear?
I wear it now.
Yeah. So,
And
all right. So let's describe some of these specific improvements. I know you mentioned them in what you wrote. I'm sharing that as a repost on the podcast episode page. Give us some of the improvements that you've seen, experienced, that are allowing you to wear the dress, allowing you to wear the bikini, allowing you to now see a new future in this better, healthier, stronger, more fit body, inside and outside. And let's share that with the person listening. What are some of those improvements, specifics?
and I'll add on that I did the Simulast mostly for several weeks, and then I realized in the playlist, oh, there's flat sexy stomach, and
Right.
like I hadn't even really looked, so I started doing some of those things too.
So you started doing all the bonus sessions on the other days: flat, sexy stomach, tightly toned arms, some of the total body toning.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. A lot of body toning. And so then I started seeing my thighs tone up and not so much sag over my knees, and some just look stronger, not so bony,
Right.
not bones and
Yeah.
skin.
Developing healthy muscle tone and sculpting.
Yeah. Yeah. And in my calves too, even though nothing is specific calves, but when you're stepping up in all those things you do, it just incorporates its total body toning. So
Right.
that's exactly what it does. And it's quick. You don't have, it's not months of going and doing the same thing over and over and not getting many results because you've peaked. You've peaked.
No, that's a bad excuse.
Yeah. And so yeah, I all summer long I wore short dresses with confidence, straps,
Wow.
spaghetti straps, and
Yeah.
felt good about showing my back and my shoulders and my arms. Like there's still a little sag here, but
Do this.
not.
So let's do a little clinic here. I want to have you bend your arm like this and like flex it hard. Now try to move that thing underneath. Not so flabby now, isn't it?
So flabby. Look at that.
I love it. Look at that. Triple C is bringing it. That's awesome.
Yeah, and my thighs, you know how at the top of the knee, you can see on some people that little W
Yes.
because your muscles are showing. I
Yes.
get that.
The quadriceps in front. Wow.
I have that.
That
So
is cool. So everything is lifting. You're starting to see specific muscle definition,
yeah, yeah, my butt wasn't
sculpting.
ready.
So the butt's perked up. We lifted that back up. We gave it a natural butt lift.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
You know, some people go to surgery for that, and
I know.
and it ends up as a nightmare, even worse.
Yeah.
And here we are, 3 months the natural way, $50 for Naked Beauty, the Simulast method, and all the bonuses. Your whole body's starting to improve now because you're using all the bonus videos
Mm-hmm.
that create awesome change right at home. And so, bikini, self-confidence, self-esteem, new hope. You upgraded to total access too, yes?
Yeah, pretty
So
recently.
tell me what prompted you to do that and what has happened since.
Um, well, I liked the total body toning, and so my stomach, you know, um, that maybe it's part of my age, you know, but I wear my bikini and I might be like sitting down. It's like, mm. Always improving.
Right.
So, what can I do there some more? And I was just kind of looking for more midriff exercise, and just what else? Because, you do the same thing over and over for a while. You kind of get a little bit bored
Mhm.
and just want to incorporate some other things.
Variation, progressions,
Yeah.
other things, recipes maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there's so much more, because it's not just about the exercise and
Right.
then the cardio. I was
Yep.
like, I really, you had talked about in some of the freebies, I think I'd say maybe some cardio things, and
Mhm.
um, felt like I would like to incorporate more cardio into it.
So
So
you saw the value in jumping up to total access. I would guess based on all the improvements you had seen in such a short time, and then
mhm.
realizing, wow, he's got a whole library here of
Yeah,
everything.
there's so much there. Yeah.
Right. So you didn't have to think twice really once you decided, yeah, this makes sense for especially for the long haul.
Yeah,
For,
exactly. Well, I paid $500 a year for a gym membership.
mhm.
500.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, I can get Joy's whole library for total access for $20.
$19 a month. Yeah, 20, 19. Yeah.
Yeah, 19 now.
Plus all new material that I've been adding, and I still
Right.
will add. We got a lot of cool things planned.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So even just the cardio sessions in there, a lot of people say this is brilliant body weight cardio because you're getting the cardio, but it's not boring. It's like you're using your body, you're engaged in a different way. So you're getting more of the balance that you're working on, coordination, definitely some toning going on in those cardio sessions. How do you feel with those?
Oh, I like them a lot, because uh, it's all at once. I'm
Right.
I'm getting it, and it's usually they're short-ish,
Yep.
20 minutes.
Right.
And gosh, if you see results in just 20 minutes, and I'm not even like every single day.
I know.
It might be 3 or 4 days a week, and oh, I missed a day, but oh well. Look,
Not a big deal.
yeah. So and I like having the ability to pick and choose. Like, what do I
Mhm.
feel like doing today?
Right.
I feel like working my butt, or I feel like doing a combo,
Yeah.
and so
No
it's
matter
just
what you choose, you're not going to waste your time, regardless of what you choose. What you choose and do is going to bring you some kind of result.
yeah, yeah,
It creates a very different mindset as compared to when you're going to the gym, grinding it out, putting in all this
yeah.
effort and not seeing any changes at all.
Yeah, like, yeah, I never feel like I don't want to go do a Joey video. I'm like, what am I going to do today?
Yeah.
And it might be 10 o'clock at night, you
Still
know?
can do it.
Yeah, I can do that and not
And you know
feel,
you're going to feel good, not
yeah,
feel like you got run over by a truck.
right.
So
Yeah.
speaking of feeling good, tell us about your back situation, please.
Yeah. And that was from doing the Naked Beauty Simulast. I just woke up without feeling stiff anymore. I can't even tell you when it was, but when I
It
was
just
writing
happened.
that Facebook post, I was like, I don't have that anymore. I just get out of bed. Where, you used to roll out of bed and be like, okay, and like stretch both ways and, try and get that kink worked out and
Right.
come in the living room and do the cat cow. But I don't even think about it. I just get up
Wow.
and go.
So we healed the back issue.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Have you tried the Better Neck session yet for the neck and trapezius?
Yes,
Tell me.
that was another thing. I was like, oh, he knows what he's talking about. I went to a chiropractor um, in the last year
Okay.
for that because I would have this giant knot right here.
Hmm.
And the chiropractor would kind of put me in traction and do whatever. And then he'd say, I want you to do these certain moves and then hold your head here like this and press against your hands. And then I was like, well, what does Joey say about all this? And you said a lot of what he told me. Yours went a little bit further, like
Right.
was more in depth
Yep.
and complete, I feel
Yep.
like.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I work on those and it does help. If I start to feel tension and tight in here, I used to get so much pain that it would knock me flat.
Understood.
Like I have to go to sleep.
Yep.
And that's all that would fix it. But now it's more manageable.
So the Better Neck helps a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sure.
That's a great little routine, specifically designed for all these people who have these like chronic neck issues that they can't seem to find a way to fix for good. Right. So it's like painkillers, chiropractor visit, physical therapy, stay in bed for 2 days, wear a neck brace, whatever. This Better Neck is basically training this whole zone because we have so many muscles and so much fascia, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue that we have to take care of this. This is a sensitive area. Most people don't do anything for it, let alone the rest of their body. So the Better Neck, I specifically created that based on a few decades of working with various patients, pre and post surgery, rehab, preventive rehab, and high level athletes. Like I've trained golfers, and golfers have to have flexible, strong, stamina built necks to swing a golf club so many times a week.
Right.
And working with pros who basically earn their living on the golf tour. This was one of the most important things to them, along with the back and then everything else we stacked up on it. So that neck program was designed for very, very high level people, and it could be used by anybody then, for any of us. I do it at least 2 or 3 times a week because my neck gets bad if I'm not training it as an inclusive part of my overall routine. Mm-hmm. And that's how it should be.
Yeah. And I'm going to start doing that because I haven't been. I just wait till it hurts. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's human nature. Welcome to the club. All right. So I'm going through my list here. I want to make sure we don't miss anything. Is there anything that I'm leaving out or you might want to share as we go through this awesome journey of not only cellulite, curing your cellulite, really taking care of something that plagued you for several decades?
Yeah.
And now here you are in your 50s, finally able to wear the bikini and all the good stuff that comes with that. It's not just about the bikini and the superficial aspect of cellulite, but let me ask you this. How does all this now affect all the other aspects of Carol's life?
I'm not like plagued with thoughts of feeling bad about myself.
You're not self-conscious all the time.
Right, self-conscious all the time. And then at work, I have to go up and down stairs a lot. And so it sounds maybe minimal, but just go up and down the stairs with more confidence without stumbling, because have more better balance and muscle tone and ability to handle it.
Right.
And it's repeated up and down a lot. And I don't run out of energy. And my dog just came in, so she's distracted me just a little bit.
This is real time stuff here. Anything goes.
So I've kind of lost my train of thought, but yeah, just the overall, what it's done for me. I'm feeling like when I do go out hiking or whatever it is, I feel like I'm confident and can go longer and stronger. My boyfriend and I carried backpacks to go camping, and definitely could do that where I couldn't have before, you know.
So you have functional stamina now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, this is great. So we knocked out the cosmetic part. We knocked out the injuries. Like we took care of the injuries, profound. You've got more capacity to live life doing the things that are most important to you. Your work is better. Your free time is better. Your extracurricular activities and hobbies are all better.
Yeah.
How has your mindset changed, let's say? Let's ask you that. How has your mindset changed with all this?
Yeah, it helps, you know, moods when you're feeling good about yourself and you're not feeling bad about anything, and just being able to get through a rough day at work, maybe.
Right.
It's like, well, I can shrug it off just a little bit better, or work with the customers with more confidence, and just feeling like a can-do attitude, I guess.
Yes, can-do life.
Thing, yeah. Right. And something I've wanted for a long time. And
this is good. More ability to do life, something you've wanted for a long time.
Yeah.
Explain that just one level deeper.
The confidence you gain through accomplishing a goal, it builds. And so then you can just believe in yourself a little bit better,
right,
and not feel trepidatious about doing something else, you know.
Yeah.
And just going forward with more momentum
and peace of mind, maybe
stuck.
peace of mind.
Sure. Yeah.
This is good. This
and
is
people
what
commented, you know.
Tell
it's
me.
Nice to get back. And I've
Tell
had
me.
a couple gentlemen say, "You're so pretty," you know, and just
and they're right.
because I do that, you know.
Right. Yes.
About me, and it's not that I'm any prettier than the next girl, but I've just
your energy, your mood, you're exuding that beauty from within, because
right.
You feel differently about yourself, and you've taken on a new identity through your progress.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I'm no princess, but they could sense that, just like you said, the energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So before we wrap up, we have to do something that actually was fun last time I did it with Beth, and it made for a great thumbnail for posting the video. So I'm going to have you follow my lead. I'm going to have you do a double bicep flex like this so we can see. Yeah, there we go. Firm. Yeah, look at that. Awesome. Ooh, that's good. Yeah. That's so good. Awesome. I love it. That's perfect. So before we wrap up, anybody tuning in, listening, if you want to get on this path that Carol embarked on after several decades of just trying and being confused and then doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that and never finding her answer until she decided to figure out what is this thing called cellulite. And hence her journey to success started with that one little search, and then allowing me into her world to show her a new way. And the whole world has opened up to her. She's defeated her cellulite. She wears the bikini now. She's in that dress that she wouldn't wear. People are telling her she's pretty now because that inner beauty is coming out because of her self-confidence, her mood. She's living life to the max. She can hike. She can work better. She does things better. She's not preoccupied anymore. And she's doing this all at home without the drama and the heavy, high impact world of the gym.
Yeah, it's like my little secret.
Yeah, we want to get that secret out now. So we're doing more of these podcasts. This is awesome. So anybody else who wants to get on board, starting with the freebies, because my freebies alone will help you. I'm here to help you. And then you will know if you want to take the next steps in my realm so that I could help you even further and that you can get on this path too. Just go to fitnesstraining.live. That's FITNESSTRAING.LIVE. I'm just thinking I wanted to keep my voice and tone down. Did I do a good job so far? Fitnesstraining.live. Sign up for the freebies. You will get the doorway into our world. Beyond just the freebies, you'll be able to join Total Access. You could start with Naked Beauty, the Simulast method if you want. You can come join the optional Facebook group. You'll get a link to the YouTube video channel. You can consider possibly hiring me as your personal one-on-one coach, which is something I do. A lot of people just don't know about it because usually my schedule is very, very full with remote one-on-one clients. Or ultimately, some people end up buying that cool home gym system behind me. And that's something that's available to everybody only when we do new production runs though, which is once or twice a year now. So we create a waiting list, pre-order list, and then we go to production run for anybody who wants to, add that vehicle to their lives. And you don't need it, obviously. Just like you heard Triple C's story, she's achieving all of her goals and more just by that open space you see behind her in her living room there and just following my videos from Total Access. Yeah. So I think that's all I have to say. Carol, is there anything you would like to say in closing out for that woman listening right now who's just kind of thinking, maybe this is what I need?
Well, this is what you need. Ooh. Trust Joey. He knows what he's talking about, and he's not going to lead you astray. Even if you try it, you can't hurt anything.
Right.
And give it a really good try for a month, and you'll see
at least a month. So
at least, yeah.
Thank you for that. So before we wrap up, there's this myth that either cellulite is not fixable, or that all these other harebrained cockamamie ways to cure your cellulite issues. What would you say to those two things? The first one being that, you can't fix cellulite. What would you say to that?
Oh, you can definitely do it, but you can't do it any other way.
Aha.
Joey says.
No gimmicks, no lotions, no procedures, no pills, no claw prong device rolling pins.
Right. No, yeah. Whatever those awful things are you might do to your skin and bruise your skin.
No detox cleanses.
No, those things don't.
And
and just keep on exercising and doing the same thing at the gym.
Yeah, no pounding your body into submission with the heavy, high impact stuff. That actually, it makes it worse for some people. All right, there we have it. Mm-hmm. Carol, thank you so much. This has been really powerful. I know this is going to impact lives, not just tomorrow when it gets posted, but years from now. This is going to help a lot of women with not just the cellulite issue, but as you said, just every aspect of your life. Yeah. So sending you much love. Thank you for the time. You never did a podcast, let alone on video. So I thank you for just being open and getting over that and just jumping on and doing this with me. It really does mean the world. My main goal is to bring this gift that I've been given out to the world to help improve the lives of the people who need it the most. So I thank you for helping to make that possible by being another example of awesome and real proof of that.
Well, thank you. Thanks for sharing your gift with us.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to close this one out. That's episode number 7, the Fitness Whisperer podcast. Please share this, leave a review, leave your comments wherever you find this, and we will see you on episode number 8. Bye.